Hey, what's up everyone? This is Darren12 here, bringing you another Wi-Fi battle. This is actually a double header against Frankie, a good friend of mine. You might know him from the Firered LP that I'm still doing with him. However, we really don't have much time to, record with each other. So, yeah, we did battle though, two matches because they were kind of quick and didn't really take that much time. And yeah, there were two pretty cool battles actually. The second one was a little bit better than the first one, but he actually used a team that he haven't really used that much. He tested out a team, but basically so did I. I used a rock gym team actually for forums for a forum I'm part of. And basically, I'm trying to apply for the rock gym, which basically means I have to use some kind of mono rock team. However, you're allowed to have two wild cards. As you will see, I have a Fortress and a Hydreigon. And the reason why I chose for these two is because Fortress basically resists grass and like fighting and ground, and water is like neutral on it. And basically, I chose for Hydreigon because it has Levitate, can't really be affected by any ground type moves, and it also resists grass and water. However, I thought this team, was pretty decent until I saw that I really have a big fighting weakness and more of a big Infernape weakness. This team cannot handle Infernape at all. I have no encounters for Infernape. Infernape pretty much destroys this team. Close comes probably Archeops and Rhyperior that can take at least one. It can take it out decently, and maybe Hydreigon, can serve, but they're all checks, Rhyperior can't really take two close combats, maybe one because of Solid Rock and its beastly defenses, but it cannot take two, so pretty much I had a big Infernape weakness. That's why after some battles I decided to change up my team when I actually encountered Infernape, which was really annoying. However, that battle was kind of annoying, so I'm not gonna upload that one. Um, but yeah, my team is kind of changed, and that's also why I decided to upload this battle because I'm not gonna like show my real team because then everyone can just bring uh, all kinds of counters to my team, and I really don't want that to happen. But yeah, as you can see, I have an Archeops. The reason for that is because ground types don't affect it, and I just really like Archeops. It's just a really cool Pokemon with acrobatics, flying, gem boosted. It is just beast, and you will see in this battle that is actually really beast as well. But yeah, I don't have stealth rocks on this thing, even though it's lead. The reason for that is because I already have stealth rocks on Fortress, so I decided to not give Archeops stealth rocks, and I gave it U-turn instead, and Earthquake just to deal with steel types. But yeah, I also have taunt for those walls that kind of may set up stuff and stuff like that, and sell stealth rocks and stuff like that. So yeah, but whatever. I also have Tyranitar just to get the Sandstorm. It's really useful for mono rock teams, and especially when when the opponent team is not cannot really counter it that well. Well, I cannot really say what I mean, but anyway, I have Fortress because of grass types. I pretty much just wall them, and the same goes to it just being a really defensive beast. I also have Rapid Spin and Stealth Rocks just to blow away those Stealth Rocks for my Archeops, and it doesn't really take Stealth Rock damage, and that's why its ability doesn't get broken up immediately. However, I also have a Repair which has Rock Polish, and basically it's my sweeper of my team. It did sweep some teams, but not really much, like only like 2 probably, and I had like 15 battles or something like that with his team. But yeah, I also have Hydreigon, which is Choice Scarf, just to revenge kill and stuff like that. However, it is also weak to Infernape. So is Fortress, because one Flare Blitz and or one Fire Blast, it's dead. Even though it has 30, it can't really do much on Infernape. It can Earthquake, but it's not gonna kill the Infernape. Also have Cradily, which can deal with the water types pretty decently, and it's just a really beastly, especially defensive wall. But anyway, let's just not waste any more time and let's just go to the battle. So, yeah, this was the like not the best battle we had that day, but I decided to upload it because just like 2 for the price of 1. But anyway, I just decided to go for the U-turn and go into my Tyranitar because I knew we was gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp. However, I'm not a physical attacking Tyranitar. I actually have special attacks like Dark Pulse, Fire Blast, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, stuff like that. So, that's okay. Burn doesn't really cripple it that much. It still does hit, but not that much. But anyway, I go into my Fortress, not wanting to take an Aqua Tail or an Earthquake or something like that to the face. I go for the Stealth Rocks as he switches out into his Bayleaf. I go back into my Archeops because I really cannot do anything to Bayleaf. And as you can see here, even though he has the Eevee Light, Acrobatics, Flying Gem Booster is just gonna completely destroy the Bayleaf. However, he goes into his Crocodile. I don't want, to take any Stone Edge or Aqua Tail, so I just decided to go into my Fortress, which still was his Crocodile. He goes into Corvagrigus. I just go for the Garbal instead, in case he actually stayed in. But, he didn't, so, that is kind of annoying. But I go into my Tyranitar because I knew he was going to go try to Will-O-Wisp again. And since my Tyranitar is already burned, it doesn't really affect it that much. I actually predicted a Crocodile switch here, so I decided to go for Ice Beam. But he doesn't, he just stays in and goes for the Skill Swap, which basically now means I have Sandstream and he has Mummy. So yeah, doesn't really matter that much. But he goes into Regigigas. I go for the Dark Pulse just to do some really good damage. However, Regigigas is pretty bulky, so it's not gonna do absolutely that much. He goes for Fire Punch for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe he predicted something. But I go for the Dark Pulse now and basically do some more damage. I go into my Rhyperior, not wanting to take another. Actually, I wanted to basically take the Fire Punch. However, he goes for the Drain Punch, which is really annoying. I don't know why he didn't go for that in the first place. Then my Tyranitar would have been pretty much dead. But I do survive 2 Drain Punches, and I can just go for the Earthquake. And with the help of Sandstorm, that's just gonna take out his Regigigas. Now goes into his Crocodile. I did want to save my Rhyperior for a bit later, but he decides to go for the Pursuit, which basically means my Crocodile is now dead. I go into my Hydreigon, just because I can revenge kill him. I go for the Draco Meteor instead of a Surf because of anything that comes in. I can basically deal with it pretty well. However, he has a Blissey, which means I have to switch out and go with my Archeops. I go for the Acrobatics because, Blissey doesn't really... actually, I go for the Taunt first because I was expecting, like, Thunder Wave or something like that. He has the Hyper Voice, which is really weird. Normally you see, like, Ice Beam or Thunderbolt or, anything like that on a Blissey. But he has the Hyper Voice, which is okay. I go for the Acrobatics just to do a lot of damage, and, a second Acrobatics is just gonna take it out. So now he goes into Crocodile. I don't want my Archeops to die yet, so I decided to go into Fortress because it can take pretty much anything from this Crocodile. I decided to just go for another Gyro Ball in case he does stay in again, but he just decides to play it safe and go for the Corvagrigus switch. I go into my Cradily now, just because I'm pretty sure I can wall it and I just can Toxic and Leech Seed it. However, this Cradylus actually has the wrong moveset. It actually has Ingrain. I thought it would be a good idea to give it Ingrain until I, remember that when you Have Ingrain up, you cannot switch, so that's not really cool. So I do get burned, but I did just decide to go for Ingrain just to get my HP a little bit up, and with Giga Drains and Ingrains, I'm just gonna stall him out a little bit. However, I think I should have gone for the Protect here, because it's obvious he's gonna go for the Pain Split. But I thought maybe Giga Drain would take it out, but obviously it doesn't, because Cradylus doesn't have the best special attack. So he goes for the Pain Split. Now I lose some damage as well. However, I just go for Protect because I knew Toxic and Sandstorm is just gonna kill this Corphagrius, and yeah, I don't have to worry about dealing with this thing anymore. So now it goes back into his Crocodile, just basically revenge kill me, and he goes for the Crunch. He gets a crit. I don't know if that mattered. Cradylus doesn't have the best defenses. Well, it does, but I have more special defense investment, so I'm not sure if he was able to take that. So I go for the Surf, just take out the Crocodile finally. However, he goes into his Hitmonchan next, and I really can't do anything to that, so I just go to my Archeops. As he goes for the Bulk Up, and still, even though he has a Bulk Up, 1 Acrobatics is just gonna destroy his Hitmontop, and that's why Archeops is awesome, and that is the battle. So I hope you guys like this battle, but let's go on to the next one. Okay, so the next battle was a bit more interesting because it was way more close, and our teams were kind of even, and yeah, it was a really cool battle. But you will see that he uses Hitmonchan again, and that this was really interesting. I decided to use my Crobat again. This is basically my whole UU team, my finished UU team, which really I think still does need a bit more changes because it doesn't have a spinner. So basically Chandelure and Crobat kind of take a lot of damage. He has a Tornadus T, which basically means that Stealth Rocks will be useful, and it also means that it's kind of gonna be a threat. Not really. You will see that it doesn't really do much in this battle. He has a Magneton, most likely has Eviolite, obviously, and yeah, he has some other pretty cool, interesting Pokemon like Jirachi, Rapidash, which has the new move Drill Run, and yeah, I also have a random Crawdont on my team because Scarfed, Adaptability, and like Crunch or Crab Hammer is pretty nice, and it does a lot of damage. But yeah, again, not waste any time, let's just begin this battle. So yeah, he goes into his Tyrannus T. I go into my Crobat. I just decided to go for the Acrobatics Flying Jam boosted straight away. He has a Citrus Berry and heals him a little bit. Decided to go for Knockoff. Obviously it's not gonna do much because of my Flying Gem. I go for the Acrobatics again, just to try and take out the Tornadus, but he goes for the U-turn, goes into his Magneton. I can't really do much to the thing, so I am going to U-turn as well. I go into my Registeel, take the Flash Cannon, and I obviously just wall him completely. He goes for the Thunderbolt, does a little bit of damage to me. I go for the Thunder Wave just to cripple it a little bit, and then I just decided to go for the Earthquake. And now he's just gonna switch out. I should have probably expected this, and I actually did expect it. I was gonna go for Stealth Rocks, but yeah, I got paralyzed. But now he goes into his Hydreigon, and I thought he would go for the Fire Blast, so I decided to go into my Chandelure. However, he makes a nice play. He goes for the Surf. And now I'm forced to switch out, going to my Shaman, which obviously can take a Surf really well. I'm gonna go for the Leech Seed. I don't have Substitute on this Shaman, which I actually might change, but you know, lead sheet is pretty helpful as well, because now my channeler is gonna get a little bit HP back thanks to the lead sheet that Shaman did. But yeah, he goes for the wish and he goes into his Rapidash. Obviously my overheat is not gonna do anything to it because of flash fire, and now you will see that he's gonna go for the drill run. I didn't want to take anything else at drill run, so I just decided to fodder out my Chandler. He might have gone for a fire move as well, so yeah, I didn't want to take any risk. However, now my Crawdon comes in, goes for the Crab Hammer, outspeeds his Rapidash, and just completely destroys it. He goes into his Jirachi, and I go for the Crab Hammer, and it looks like a 2-8 KO. He goes for a Wish for some reason. I decided to just go for Crab Hammer again, take out the Jirachi. He goes into his Magneton. I just can kill that with a Crab Hammer. However, he now goes into his Hydreigon, which I can't really do much to, so I decided to go into my Registeel, predicting not the Fire Blast. Actually, I predicted something else, like Draco Meteor, but he makes a nice play, goes for the Fire Blast. I go into my Crawdon, I just go for the X-Scissor because it's super effective, and I thought he might not expect it. I go into my Crobat just because I know I could outspeed this Tornadus and pretty much kill it with acrobatics. Also, sorry for the messed up sprite, but this thing was made in Black and White 1, so Black and White 2 sprites weren't there yet. But yeah, go for the acrobatics, take out the Tornadus, and he goes now into my Hydreigon. Goes for Dragon Pulse, takes out my Crobat, and I go into Crawdon thinking I could leave at least one Dragon Pulse, but Crawdon has such bad special defense and it can just get taken out by a Dragon Pulse. Now I go to my Shaman, I go for the lead sheet, but I miss after he goes for the Dragon Pulse. He goes for the Dragon Pulse again, doesn't take me out yet, so I can now set up the lead sheet, so that is pretty good. I go for the Protect just to get lead sheet damage and heal up at the same time. However, now he just goes for Dragon Pulse, takes me down really low. However, I go for the Toxic just to cripple it even more, and with help of lead sheet and Toxic, I'm just gonna try and kill him. However, he knows he is not in a good position, so he decided to switch out, going to his Hitmonchan, and as I try to go for the Protect just to stall his Hydreigon. But you know, obviously that doesn't work because he goes into his Hitmonchan. I go for the Toxic now, just to cripple the Hitmonchan. He goes for the Ice Punch, and that is going to be a 2-8 KO. However, I now have the lead sheet and the Toxic on this Hitmonchan, so it's crippled quite a bit. I go for the nice block with my Azelf, hoping, you know, I could kill Hydreigon with a Fire Blast after Hitmonchan. After I killed Hitmonchan with a Psychic. However, obviously his Hydreigon is scarfed, and I was hoping he wouldn't have Dark Pulse, but he does have the Dark Pulse, which means Azelf is dead, and it means he wins this battle. So he has revenge on me, and yeah, that was a pretty cool battle. And again, we used whatever we wanted, so you know, he might have used OUs, but I really didn't care. I just decided to use my UU team because I wanted to, and yeah, that was pretty much the battles, and I hope you guys like them both. Be sure to look out for some more, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next battle and the next video, so goodbye.